Yeah, I thought that tonight was really a tough defeat because they took it to us physically right from the get-go. We knew they were going to come out and pressure and really be in denial of things, which they did. They switched defenses on us early in the middle of possessions, which was our guys didn't pick up on initially, and we didn't attack it well. We didn't attack the zone well tonight. We didn't attack their man defense tonight, where they were just a step quicker than us. And we really were poor defensively. I mean, we did not defend well, and especially in the first half. And Kuznard played great. I mean, Kuznard just starting again 3 games ago, and this being his 4th, and he played exactly how we thought he would play this year, which is like an all-league player. And he was dominant. I thought Bryant was good for them today. But we really looked, like we were on our heels out there a lot of the time against the pressure and the physicality. And I didn't think about it till after the game, but we just played our 4th game in 8 days. So, and both, that's hard for anybody, much less college kids. So it was a grueling grind that may have had a cumulative effect here in the game tonight. I didn't tell the team that. I'm just telling you that. Questions?
Coach, you kind of harped on rebounding. Obviously, they owned the boards tonight after you guys had the best of them in the first meeting. What different was it tonight? We just wanting it more?
We missed so many shots. So we're 0 for 14 from 3. We had 34 misses tonight. And, so there were a lot of missed shots. And when you have inside position, which the defense usually does, so we did not shoot the ball well. I mean, I can't remember. I don't know if I've ever had a team play a game and not make a 3. That's a first. I'm pretty sure it's the first here. So that was a big reason. And then they had 9 offensive rebounds, Paul, in the first half. We were not blocking out. I mean, one time we're switched. I remember Andy switches on to Carter, number 23, and he gets a tip in. He didn't block him out. I mean, it's just like it was, and we've been doing a good job on the glass here, the last couple games. So frustrating.
And go ahead.
Hey, Ben, with a loss like this on the road and 3 regular season games left, where do you feel like this kind of leaves your NCAA tournament hopes?
I think we're going to have to win the conference tournament to get in. Yeah, no doubt at this point. This was a must-win to keep that hope alive of having an at-large bid. Even if we beat Auburn and beat Vanderbilt and beat Texas A&M, they go on, how many quad wins you have. So we would have to, maybe if we got to the finals and lost, we maybe we get lucky. But I would think right now in my mind it's win the conference tournament.
How capable in your mind is this team of making a run like that in terms of, what you saw tonight, but maybe how they can turn it around, I guess?
Yeah, I'm just, honestly, I'm not even thinking about that right now. I'm just thinking about trying to win against Vanderbilt, who's going to be really difficult to beat. They're playing well. It's the best Vanderbilt team we played against since Stallings, or my second year. Probably in the last 5 years, this is the best team they've had, and they're playing really well with a preseason player of the year in Pippen, a really good big. It's finally healthy, and Robbins. They shoot the hell out of it. They made 28 threes against us in our 2 meetings last year combined, 28 total. So, we got our hands full. We just got to worry about that.
Steph, go ahead for a couple.
Yeah, Ben, you mentioned some of those different defenses that they brought in. Is that something that you've seen from them throughout the season? And I guess even then, how hard is it to prepare, knowing what's going to come any given possession?
We haven't seen them play go zone in the middle of possession like they did a few times in the first half. That's the only time they really did it. But other than that, their press, we prepared for both of them. The man, we can't simulate because they're so pressed out. It's just something they normally do. That's how they normally play defense. they were much better tonight, and part of it's just getting confidence. They've won 4 games in a row now. They're playing well, but their defense, is what starts their offense. And I thought they really executed well offensively. Give them credit. Hard screens, hard cuts, sharp. We looked like we were half a step slow tonight, and I gotta hope it's because we just played our 4th game in 8 days, and that's not something we're used to.
Right, you get 21 from Tolu tonight. Kind of, feels like he's getting a bit of a groove now that he's actually playing games. I mean, is it hard to not think back?
He's trying to figure out how to play the 4. I'm just having to play him too many. Off balance.
Tolu, in the first game, the first meeting y'all had with South Carolina, you guys dominated them on the boards, but it was almost reversed tonight. What was the difference there?
Just toughness. Just who wants it better. We were both 7-7 coming into the game, and they just fought harder than us, plain and simple. I take a lot of credit of that. I didn't do a good job of rebounding it up.
Hey, Tolu.
Yeah, go ahead.
How difficult is this one to stomach, just knowing that these are both bubble teams and they got the leg up in this one?
It's very tough. It's very tough because, like I said, we're both 7-7. Everybody knows what we're trying to get to the tournament, so we know they have that same mentality. At the end of the day, it's just on to the next one and never quit, and that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna quit. So.
You mentioned they wanted it more, or whatever the term is. I mean, is that something that you guys could feel before the game, that maybe you just weren't 100% today, or what kind of factors into
No,
not?
it's not. I'll rephrase. I just say that they fought harder. They fought harder than us during the game. It's nothing before the game. We played really well. The coaching staff did a great job, a phenomenal job of scouting the team. At the end of the day, it's us. It's us playing the game. So take a lot of responsibility as a leader and as a big man to be rebound. Like at the end of the day, we got to rebound, and I'm a huge factor in it. So.
Theo, go ahead.
Sure, Tolu, you mentioned this team is trying to get to the tournament. Right now, is this a tournament team based on your resume so far? And if not, what can you do to get there?
I mean, I'm not the guy that determines whether we're a tournament team, but I know with our capability and our talent, we are a tournament team. It's just a matter of putting it all together. And I know it's down the stretch, but like I said, we're not gonna quit. We got a lot of game, a lot of ball left, so it's not for me to determine if we're a tournament team, but based on our capability, yes.
Steph, go ahead.
It looked like there, especially in the first half, they were throwing a lot of different looks at you guys defensively with what they were bringing. Was that something you guys expected at all coming into this game? And how difficult, I guess, is it going up against the team when possession by possession you're not really sure what's coming?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was expected, but once we saw it a couple times, we kind of adjusted to it. It's kind of similar to how Ole Miss played us at home at their place. They saw us in the wheel action and they got into the zone real quick. So we just got to do a better adjusting faster. And then sometimes we ran a man set in the zone, and that's on us. We should have recognized it earlier and just went into a different action. But yeah, they threw a lot of defensive schemes at us, and we needed to do a better job of planning that out and communicating with each other that it's a zone. So.
And you guys obviously struggled from deep today. I think you guys were 0-14 from 3. I mean, what do you feel like maybe you and Garrison and other guys kind of inside can do to maybe open better looks or create better looks from outside for some of those guards?
Well, I don't lose faith. I don't have any. I'm not discouraged at our shooting percentage. I know Iverson is a great shooter. I know Cam and Shaq and every guard is a great shooter. And Garrison even. It's just a matter tonight. It was just about the boards. I mean, we're gonna have bad shooting nights. That's what we gotta find different things to help contribute to the game. So, I mean, players have bad shooting nights all the time. So it's just a part of the game. And then at the end of the day, it came down to toughness and rebounding. It wasn't, though it was a big contributor to our loss, but it wasn't the main key factor of why we lost.
Andy, one more to wrap us up.
Yeah, Tolu, it seemed like obviously South Carolina pushes it in transition quite a lot. Did you feel like your transition defense tonight as a team was maybe up to par where it needed?
Nah, like I said, it was everything. They kind of beat us on every aspect of the game, transition, boards, rebounding, defense, all that. So I feel like Kuzma did a great job of pushing the ball in transition and got good looks for his team and for himself. So we got to do a better job of transition defense.